all around the world, the drone industry is going through growing pains. Yesterday, my feed was full of nonsense from all around the world. Here in South Africa, people are getting their remote pilot's licenses, which is their pilot flying ticket, and that's all well and good, but it's not exactly what they need, or all that they need, to be flying legally. And I think the schools that are telling them otherwise should be censored. You need three things here. You need an RPL, remote pilot's license. You need an ROC, that's a remote operator certificate, and that's for your business. And you need an ASL, an air service license. Some schools are telling their students that they have blanket remote operating certificates that those students can operate under once they've passed their remote pilot's license. That ain't true. Yeah, if you're fully employed by that company, so you're actually working for them, that's tickety-boo, that's fine. But that's not what's happening. And there's no oversight of these people that are operating remotely, i.e. they're operating away from wherever that training school is based. Our Civil Aviation Authority is coming down hard on some folks and not on others. It's time they came down hard on the schools. We've got 800 RPLs and only 17 legal operations. I think training should be suspended in South Africa. So that's thing number one that's filling up my feed, my social media feeds today. Thing number two that's filling up my social media feed are drone job aggregators. I don't know, that's probably not the right term, is it? But it's the people that are sending people out to do inspections in response to the two natural disasters that have just occurred in America. And they are asking people to go out and work for what I consider pretty ridiculously low fees. And people are desperate. They've got their 107s this year. They've bought themselves their equipment and they think they've got themselves a license to print money, and they're finding out that's not the case. A lot of the forecasts are being shown to be completely wrong all the time at the moment. And people are catching a wake up, a bit of a reality check, and perhaps they're willing to go and work for the lowest, for whatever money they can get. But the trouble is, you're setting the price that you're going to get in years coming forward if you're not careful. And also I worry about the quality of the data. Well, let's go back to the fees first. $250 a day. Okay, that sounds like quite a bit of money. But is it really that much money? If you're supplying the gear, you're insuring yourself, you're feeding yourself, transporting yourself, accommodation, all these things, that's not a lot of money per day if that's all you're earning. I think I'd be looking for $250 a day just to be on scene, and double that on the weekend. I don't be away from my family for no money at all. And then the next thing that comes to my mind is, well, what's the quality of the data going to be like at $250? Tractor's going to go by in a minute. At $250 a day, the guys are just going to fly and try and get it done with as little effort as possible. So I have a hunch, let's check back in a little while, that a lot of the data gathered post these hurricane events this year won't be good enough, and there's going to be a great deal of disappointment. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm talking absolute rubbish. Tell me in the comments below. Like, subscribe, do all those other things that you're supposed to do on the Tube of the U. Don't forget to join us at 2100 GMT every Tuesday for chats with Bruce and others. And again, I still can't finish these things. Cheers.